Ya, halo, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is me. My name is Ahmad Alfurqan, and then I will explain to you about my presentation. And before that, thank you to my lecturer, Miss Movie, as well. Before that, Miss Nuraini. Okay, so this is my title is the use of cartoon story maker for speaking class is made by me, Ahmad Alfurqan. Yeah. Okay, next background of the study. Technology can be defined as the product or process minimizing the difficulties faced through science in human life. Parallel to the rapid development of information and communication technology, the demand for its use in school and classroom increasing from 2016. Many researchers state that technology is used both in everyday life and educational environments. From Agnes et al. Yeah, while digital technologies are used for fun and communication, they are also used in education and provide a learning process for both teachers and students. The use of information and communication technologies is not a newly adapted application in special education process. Yeah, more than children physically, mentally, and emotionally handicapped individuals who need special education are likely to need more help compared to normally grown individuals. Yeah, that's the data. Yeah, okay. And then next. Yeah, scope of the study. It is important to delimit the problems of this research in order to make it stay focused and have clear aims. In this study, researchers focus on student speaking skill improvements through technology on first grade students in one or junior high school in Bogor. And then research questions. According to the background of the problem that has been explained above, regarding the technology cartoon story maker in speaking class, that it can be formulated problems as follows. How can cartoon story maker facilitate students speaking activities? What are the perceptions of the students on the use of cartoon story maker on their speaking activities? Next. Purpose of the study, considering the questions above, the aims that are expected to achieve from this research are mentioned below. To know how the implementation of cartoon story maker through to promote speaking class, to know what students' response is on implementing group interactions through cartoon story maker to promote speaking class. Okay. Next, significance of the study. Yeah. However, yeah, the researcher hopes that this paper has two profits in teaching and language learning as presented below. One, practically, students. The research adds the students' interest, motivation, and particularly their creative and also critical thinking in learning technology, which are 21st century requirements. It is expected to be able to increase speaking proficiency to the students. Teacher. This research additionally provides teaching style to English teachers in order to implement and develop language teaching quality which is appropriate in 21st century, whether it is theoretical or practical. Theoretically, the result of research can be used for reference for those who want to conduct a research in teaching English, especially in speaking proficiency. Okay, next. Sorry, before that. Definition of terminology. Yeah. In order to avoid misunderstanding of the reader, it is necessary to define the terms on this study. Those are clarified as follows: cartoon story maker, and second is speaking skill. Next, organization of paper. To get a clearer explanation of the matters discussed in this paper, then the writing is divided into 5 chapters. The composition is follows: chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. Yeah, it is. It's in the introductory chapter, and the background, scope of study, this is question, and and everybody else. Next is literature review, and then speaking. Yeah. Definition of speaking. Speaking is a basic skill that language learners should master with the other language skills. Yeah. And second is the elements of speaking. Yeah. To speak the foreign language fluently and accurately, learners need to be able to know some elements which are very important to develop in this skill. To develop the skill. Harmer mentioned those elements which refer to the language features that learners should have knowledge about. Harmer, 2001-89. And then cartoon story maker, explanation of the cartoon that has been mentioned by the researcher in the previous chapter. GSM is a new computer application that can be used by both teachers and students to illustrate conversation and dialogues in 3D form. Previous studies, as mentioned above, a lot of things may affect fluency on speaking that are fluency: lexical research, grammars, and pronunciation. Moreover, this study only focus on the implementation of the use of text-based language teaching through cartoon story maker towards the fluency on speaking. This one, and then the methodology, research design. Case studies were on the third type of research and be used in the field of qualitative methodology to that's it. And then this one, the research sites and participant. Research will take data from junior high school students of SMPT Negeri Insani, Bogor. During the research process, the researcher will teach them and implement the speaking skill to see how to investigate whether the participants have progress in their ability to understand written text. And data collection. This is the last one. The data of research is obtained to be organized into the researcher and can analyze the problem of his study. And then the data analysis, the data which is collected from the observation and interview will be analyzed to explain the distribution of data and also for answering the research questions. This is the first step, assembling. Second is analyzing. The third is finishing step. So thank you. Thank you from me. And then and thank you for Miss Movie as my lecture, and then and before that to Miss Nuraini as my lecture too. Okay, so thank you and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.